what you saw on the plays?
On the first one, I knew it was fourth down. We was in a man-to-man scheme. I did a good job of pushing my guy out of bounds, so I became a free player. And we all know Josh is a gunslinger. He trusts his arm very well. We knew he loved to throw the ball in tight windows, so I just had to keep my eyes busy because I knew that, my guy's out of bounds, so he's ineligible to touch the ball. And I looked back around, saw another, I think it was a tight end, I can't remember who it was, and I saw him coming back across, and Josh noticed him, and I just stepped in front of that and got that one. The last play, the last interception to seal the game, that was a really big play, obviously, to close out the game and get the victory for us. But they came out and just ran a simple Dover scheme, a Dover concept with the number one receiver running the deep end, the tight end motion over from the three receiver side to create the 2x2 and try to clear out the safety, and the quarterback kind of knows in red zone a lot of teams play quarters in that situation. And with me understanding where the ball was, being away from me, it's hard for the quarterback to throw it back, into the field. It's always easier for the quarterback to throw the ball coming back into his vision. So I knew that, and I just undercutted the dig and sealed the game.
Pete, how much of a statement win was this for you guys? I mean, some people are saying, they're 7-1, but they haven't beaten any good teams. They've barely beaten mediocre teams. How much of a statement win is it beating one of the Super Bowl favorites?
Look at us now.
Okay.
Look at us now. And that's all I can say. All we want to do is continuing. We're not trying to prove them or they wrong. We just want to continue to prove ourselves right each and every time we step out on the field, because we feel that we are a really good football team that believe in one another, and it showed again today. We was down, I believe the largest margin was 13, 14, 17,
27-10.
So if we're not a good football team, how could you come back from that deficit? Look at us now.
What did you see on Justin's catch on the 4th and 18?
I was right in front, literally right in front of him when he caught it. I saw him reach back and had a little bit of Odell, back in 2014, and whenever he made that crazy catch. And luckily, the defender was right behind him because it kind of helped him stop his hand for continuing going back even further. And Justin did a great job of, maintaining the possession of the ball. And what a great 4th down play, man. I mean, big-time players making big-time plays in this game throughout the entire game. So we want to continue leaning on our leaders, leaning on our 5-star players, and also our role players, to help us win ball games like this.
Josh Allen had some interceptions last couple of weeks. Is there anything in your film that you saw that you keyed in on today?
Yeah, he had a couple of them in the Jets game, last week, I believe, right? So when we saw that, we all know, the athletic ability that Josh has to create extra time, and the body structure that he has. He's a big guy, so it takes a lot to bring him down with one guy, and we understand that. So we have to make sure that we corral him at all times, but at the same time, he does a great job of creating those extra time for his receiver, because when you see him get out of the pocket, you think he's going to run, the guys come up, and next thing you know, he's flipping in the end zone, just like he did in the Jets game as well. So for the most part, we just wanted to make sure that we stayed plastered in our coverage, because we knew at some point that he was going to create extra time. So the point of emphasis was, stay plastered in your coverage, stay close enough to where if he gives you a shot, make him count.
How different is this team and this group and the leadership? I mean, like after the game, you and Harrison are going at, I don't know, how different does it feel?
Yeah, it starts from the top, man. It starts from the GM, from Kwesi to the head coach, that the message that they want to get across to us each and every day, and the leadership is echoing that in the locker room, and guys just buying into the process, man. I mean, it's been really, really good to us. The great thing about this team is a lot of guys that was on this team last year is here on this team this year, and having gone through that last year, we understood that this was a huge point of emphasis coming into this year. We want to be as good as we want to be, and guys have really taken heed of that, and we just want to continue building on what we got going right now.
Does it mean more, do you think, to the guys that were here last year?
I'm sorry,
And
start
does
over.
it mean more to the guys this year than winning these close games?
Oh, no doubt about it.
Than being through it last year?
Yeah,
winning some close ones?
no doubt about it. Like I said, coming into this season, it was a huge point of emphasis for us to make sure that, we are a better situational football team than we were, last year. I remember the crazy stat. I can't remember what the record was, but I believe it was like 15-2 if we was just good in 2-minute situations last year, 4-minute situations last year on both sides of the ball. Now we got a new head man in charge, offensive guy, a guy that really, really dives deep into situational football, and it's proven for us. So like I said, we just want to stick to the process, stick to the script, and don't waver from it because it's been really, really good to us.
You've talked about it before. Some people think he maybe lost a step in an advanced stage. But how good does it feel to have a game like this and such a marquee game along those lines?
It feels really great. It's just so bad that my 2 picks came a week later.
Wait, what now?
I got you.
You got that one?
All right, last
Figure it out. I got deadlines.
All right.
Now, the first pick, what was your thought process there? It looked like McKenzie had kind of carried himself out of bounds. Was he your responsibility on that play?
Yes, he was my responsibility. We was in a man-to-man scheme, and as Josh started scrambling, me being a vet, knowing that once the quarterback is out of the pocket, all I got to do is get a nice shove with the receiver. He's out of the play. Now I become a free player, and that's how I was able to make that first interception.
What was your vantage point on the QB? What was going through your head? The QB sneak that you guys didn't get, and then there's like that whole range of
Another opportunity for us to make a play. The ball's on the half-yard line. I told the guys we need maximum penetration on this one play to get a safety, to at least give ourselves a shot to go back and put ourselves in position to kick the field goal to try to win the game. So, just guys never giving up. And this is a collective team win. Proud of the guys, proud of the coaching staff, and we're looking to move forward from this for sure.
You meant,
Big guy.
You meant 2 weeks later. Didn't you say a week later? Oh,
Yeah, you're right.
2 weeks. See, that's why I got confused.